Hi, welcome to the Life After Losses blog. This is entry 161. It takes a village. Now, it may seem as I'm going through this that I'm rambling, but there really is a point that I'm trying to make. I'm an introvert by nature. No, really, I am. I could be social, but I do prefer smaller groups to big crowds, and I do tend to think a lot before I take my time doing or acting on anything. And I'm used to being alone. I traveled for work for 16 years, and most of that time was spent alone, either on planes or in restaurants or customer sites. I'd even go to the movies by myself. And being alone doesn't usually bother me, but being lonely, well, that's another subject. So this coming Wednesday, the 24th of January, will be the 10th anniversary of my second husband's death. And on one hand, yeah, it's hard to believe that a decade has gone by, but then I look at our kids and I see adults staring back at me. They're no longer the vulnerable preteens they were. And even though they were around, I still felt lonely, but never alone. And I learned after my first loss that going through the grieving process, it was hard enough, but to do it alone felt impossible to me. I had isolated myself and I made myself alone. And that's when despair was really able to grab onto me. And that's also when I realized that it truly does take a village, a support group, a support structure, a shoulder to cry on. These became important components of my healing. And it dawned on me this week that I never really thought of having those other people as crucial to my healing. I recognized that they were there, but it wasn't until I got into some research while I'm working on a new book project that the importance of those components dawned on me. I had previously shared about my support group and the structure of friends that helped me through without my recent retrospection, though I feel like I may have minimized their impact on my journey. And in my life's journey, they became important. We supported each other in our lives through grief and outside of grief, and we still do. And another component that came up in the last few weeks is in my consciousness is that it's award season. And several of my friends have just recently received awards for their work recently, and I couldn't be any prouder of their accomplishments and the little bit I was able to do to help them at their journey, whether it was helping raise funds or just being a cheerleader for them on their projects. And as I reflected upon their wins, seeing fellow performers booking roles and living their dreams and absorbing the research I was doing, a pattern emerged to my view, being there for each other. And as I struggled to find a universal theme to write about this week, remember, I cut off most of the drama in my life and a lot of social media, so there's a link up there somewhere. I stumbled upon this truth for myself. I don't want to do it alone. Life is simply easier when you have someone in your corner, when you have someone there to support you through good and bad times. Yeah, I had that with my husband, but he died. And I found that support with my family, which includes the friends that are my chosen family. I found that the village taking care of each other makes life better for me. And I love celebrating my friends' wins. And I wrote several months ago about how supporting them, and there's a link below, and lifting them up. And it's a reciprocal relationship. We all support each other in our goals. And we also try to lift each other up when things don't go right, or maybe if we even lose someone. Over 400 years ago, John Donne penned, "No man is an island." We can't do it all ourselves. We need each other. So while you may feel that you're strong, which you are, or that you got it all under control, maybe, it helps to have someone there, whether it's a support group, a therapist, family, friends, or even some weird actor, blogger, actor guy. You are here after all. You can take inspiration from the stories of others, create your village, and just make your life a little bit easier. Until next time.